Put your hands up. Hands up. Dude, what is this about? What I want is that YouTube revenue. I know you're getting it, and I know it's a lot. Wait, are you serious? Okay. I mean, let me show you something real quick, actually. What does that mean? Are you saying you don't make any money? Don't you have like over 400,000 subscribers? Yeah, so basically all this yellow means that I'm not actually making any of that revenue that you're talking about. You know, for a YouTube channel that makes like gun and military stuff, there's really not a whole lot of money in it for me, or I guess for you now. Just a joke. Alright, so we'll do this. Give me your fucking hat. So, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna sit right there, and I'm gonna make my own money. And you're gonna fuck off. Understood? Yep. Go for it. Go for it. I mean, how hard could this be? I mean, you just sit down and watch a video. Easy. Yeah, I mean, how hard could this be? I'm basically halfway there. Alright. What do you got? What does it say? Berlin Counterterrorism Unit, huh? Alright. This kid is into some interesting stuff, I guess. Alright, well, let's give this a try. Let's try and make some money the honest way. Alright, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out something out of Germany. Now, we've checked out a few German units, specifically a lot of German police units as well. But this is going to be the SEK, or the Spezialeinsatzkommando. Yeah, I'm not going to be too great at pronouncing German stuff. We already kind of know that. But this is like celebrating their 50th anniversary. And it's just a pretty cool montage of kind of what they do and what their operations look like. Now, in addition to kind of showcasing how badass the unit actually is, it also shows how they were kind of built out of necessity when in 1972, during the Munich massacre, there was 11 Israeli Olympic team members that were killed, and also a German police officer who was killed by Palestinian terrorists. This unit was kind of built out of necessity after that incident. So yeah, it gives a little bit of background, kind of celebrating their anniversary, and kind of where they've come so far. So it should be interesting to kind of see how they've modernized up to that point. And again, I think the general focus for this unit is still going to be that counterterrorism. So yeah, should be interesting. Let's check it out. Solid intro. Okay, so they're talking about the Summer Olympics in Munich. Yeah, the Palestinian terrorists. Yeah, so they tried to rescue all the hostages, but it was a failed rescue attempt, which ended up resulting in the deaths of, I think, the remaining 9 hostages. I think there was 8 terrorists total. There's no translation for this, but that's just kind of based off of my knowledge. And then yeah, the SEK was born. Again, shitty when it's built out of necessity, but these guys definitely look like they take their job seriously. Jeez, okay, with the muscle up. Okay, so it starts off with some martial arts. Pretty solid, looks kind of like just general boxing here. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of martial arts discipline these guys practice. I can see they have the guards on their legs as well, their shin guards. But yeah, and the muscle up, easy, dude. So it looks like they go pretty heavy with the fitness and the martial arts as well, which is good to have their own gym like that. Damn. Oh my gosh. Hold on. There's a lot happening. First of all, that rifle was extremely decked out. So flashlight laser combo. Interesting stock as well, and a pretty crazy paint job. And then let's see these guys kind of standing here. So I'm kind of wondering what weapons they get as a standard. I can't really tell. Looks like a SIG maybe. And then, okay. And then of course the the face shields. Damn, those things are freaking thick. I really wonder how heavy those actually are. And I imagine they're rated for pretty much any pistol caliber, judging by how thick that is. But, geez. Hopefully it's scratch resistant too. Okay, so yeah, it looks like a SIG Virtus, maybe? That stock is gnarly though. Block pistols. Alright, so let's see some of the training in action. So no, like, not necessarily armored vehicles that they're responding in, which is kind of different for how, like, decked out they are. Generally speaking, you'd see that's kind of in combination with an armored vehicle just to kind of get them a little bit closer, a little bit safer. I don't know the protection of these vehicles themselves, but it might also just be like a trainingism where they're not necessarily reacting in their traditional vehicle. I wonder how big their team is as well. Looked like there weren't too many guys there, maybe like 10 to 15. I mean, it shows all like the sexy stuff, like all the guns and, you know, their pistols and their high-speed armor and stuff. But I mean, handcuffs are easily just as important. Maybe not for terrorists, but it's important after the fact, you know. Interesting. Okay, so we're seeing some of their tactics. Fast roping. He's fast roping off of a building, which might just be practice for, I guess, helicopter-borne insertions. I don't know. It's not very common where you can set up a fast rope from like a higher level and use that effectively, because a fast rope, even if it's like kind of like resting against the wall, you're not really going to be able to fast rope like you normally would. So they might just be practicing helicopter-borne insertions here. And then we can see some of their CQB tactics, pretty standard, as opposed to the lowering of the muzzle dip. He's kind of pushing his rifle, which is, you know, an interesting way to do it as well. I kind of like that. Nice. Okay, so let's see what they're working with. Okay, so he's got a Petzl repelling device. I have the same one. It works pretty good. It is just, it's kind of hard. It's not necessarily as easy to feel. I mean, if you use it a lot, you kind of, you know, you get comfortable with it. When you have a lot of kits, it's a little bit easier as well, especially if the rope's a little bit thicker, a little bit more kind of friction. You're not necessarily going to go as fast. He's also got chem lights. But yeah, it's a little bit of a trickier thing to kind of get like a good flow, as opposed to other things that I've seen, other devices, kind of like the Israelis had, where they kind of squeeze it. That seemed a little bit easier, worked a little bit better. But these, of course, work better than having just like your standard ATC and having your brake hand behind you. Because with this, if you let go, it breaks, and then you can go hands-free. You can have a pistol pretty much the entire time you're actually rappelling. So it's a great tool for these guys. They're also rocking the rope bags on their legs. Nice, okay. So it looks like they have their own kind of dedicated facilities, which you can kind of expect. Damn, okay, with the green lasers. Accuracy International rifle there. Why is he holding the K9? Is it like a, I mean, it doesn't look like he's pretending it's injured or anything. Huh. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. Nice, the dual tube night vision. I wonder how the night vision works with the actual face shield though. And dude, again, I've never used a face shield, but I feel like that thing would fog up like crazy. Especially when you're wearing like an actual balaclava. If you guys have used them, let me know if that's the case, but I feel like that'd be a pain in the ass. But I guess maybe it beats wearing eye protection. But it might also, I guess that's why they have lasers, so trying to aim isn't as much of a struggle. Damn, nice ballistic shield. And then this sends a weird message. When you're talking about I know it's just they're trying to be like, you know, cool and whatnot. Damn, nice MP7 too. They got some crazy stocks. I wonder what the benefit is of the stock kind of going down like that. But yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of a funny impression to think that this is a counterterrorism unit, and then they're just like, yeah, let's walk away from this building as it casually explodes. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I mean that was pretty hype. What is this? Is that a Band-Aid? What's going on with that? What does that stand for? Okay, I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Yeah, so pretty cool montage. Again, we kind of got a good idea of kind of how they train. Again, there's some things I think are missing because they're using the fast roping. I think they probably do have some helicopters at their disposal. I mean, that's pretty common for a lot of counter-terror teams. So we are seeing them rocking the ballistic shield, which is definitely nice. I don't know if that's a light on the shield itself or he's holding up a pistol. No, it looks like it's actually attached to the shield, so that's pretty good to have. And I don't really know why people use the face shields as much nowadays, but we still see a lot of units using the face shields. French police and I think German police for the most part. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I feel like it'd be a pain in the butt. They do have the flashlights and lasers, so they do have the ability to aim still. And I guess, you know, with that stock, since it kind of dips down, it makes it easier. So you're not necessarily getting a cheek well. You're kind of just presenting the weapon and aiming that way. Okay, yeah, I guess that's why they have that stock like that. It's still kind of weird. I wonder how easy it is to actually aim down your sights with that face shield. Okay, well, hopefully you guys could hear me well enough. I know I'm kind of going a little bit deep with this costume today. But again, it is October, so all of October we are doing the costume kind of themed intros. Not necessarily going to apply to the video as you kind of saw today. So kind of take that as you will. It's not necessarily meant to be connected really in any way. But yeah, this was an interesting one. This was recommended to me a while back, honestly, after I kind of did that reaction to the GSG-9 50-year anniversary. But yeah, another very interesting unit, very akin to kind of what we've seen before. But it is always interesting to kind of see the nuances in their gear, especially, again, we're kind of analyzing this a little bit more. We can kind of see how the stocks work. Again, probably with the face shields, we can see, you know, they're having fast roping with this. We're seeing ballistic shields. They have a nice ballistic shield. I've seen a lot of really nice ballistic shields out of Europe. Like I said, I don't think I've seen shields as nice in US departments for the most part. But again, I think it is also a nuanced thing to even use a ballistic shield. For police, it makes a little bit more sense. More than likely, if somebody does have a weapon, a ballistic shield is probably going to be fine as far as offering protection for you. When it comes to more counterterrorism, depending on where you are, of course, or even just in the US, you might not opt to have that ballistic shield because, again, it might not offer the amount of protection you actually need, you know, when it comes to rifle rounds or what have you. But yeah, it was a great video, had a lot of really solid clips, and I do appreciate the background because, again, you do see a lot of these counterterrorism police units or just police units in general, specifically in like Europe, and you don't necessarily understand where they came from, when they actually became a thing. So when you have that background, it allows us to kind of understand and appreciate a little bit more kind of where their mindset is at as far as the units. What is their focus? Why were they created? And how does that kind of mindset translate to today? And again, how does the gear necessarily translate to today to allow them to do that mission successfully? Because again, even terrorism kind of shifts and changes. In Europe, it's probably different than the US as far as just what they're going against, what the potential they're going against. Of course, here in the US, there's different things to consider, whether it be firearms or laws or, you know, just general jurisdiction to allow them to kind of operate or go after certain people. Because you have to think, in the US, you have local police departments, which cover like the cities. You have the county sheriffs. You have state police. You have specific highway police. And then, of course, you have like other bigger elements or just different jurisdiction when it comes to like FBI SWAT teams or FBI HRT. There's a lot of things that the U.S. can kind of use, and they all kind of have slightly different jurisdiction that can overlap. So you might have certain people kind of reacting or going after a certain thing. So yeah, very interesting to kind of see those nuances. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have anything else to recommend, let me know down in the comment section, especially police units. We generally focus on military, but of course we're always down to check out some cool police units here on the channel. And again, hopefully you guys are appreciating the costume intros. This one was kind of a Heat reference, if you guys didn't pick up on that, I guess. But yeah, it's always fun to kind of do this come October. But that is it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.